Start recording. Okay, now we are recording. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the call. While everybody's coming on, I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. I do this in all my calls because I like to stay on track. Let me get through this launch meeting page. Bear with me just a second. Okay. Oops, nope, the share screen has stopped. How's everybody doing tonight, by the way? Good? All right, okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with a couple of announcements. First announcement, Push Group is coming on February 13th. That is 2 weeks away. Starting Monday, it'll be 2 weeks away. Basically what this is it's the critical core activities or the 4 vital behaviors. If you have just started coaching or you've been kind of stagnant in your business, or you need some help with the very basics, and I mean like being proof the products work, because we do it in my challenge tracker app, personal development, inviting people to a challenge group or to the business opportunity, getting comfortable with running challenge groups, recruiting people, and onboarding people. That's basically what we do in those groups. And what I'm going to be doing on calls the next couple of weeks, next week, I'm going to be talking about inviting to the coaching opportunity. And the week after that, I'm going to, if those of you that are in Janelle's new coach success group, she did a video on onboarding coaches in a simple 1, 2, 3 step. And that's basically what I'm going to be implementing in our push group. And I'm going to kind of be giving you a sneak peek into the push group on the first week of February. And then after the first week of February, we will not have Zoom calls until March, because my push group for my coaches is a little bit like a challenge group. I'll still be updating, the group page and posting event or tips and going live in there and things like that. But as far as doing calls every week, my focus really needs to be on the coaches that I'm going to mentor. And a couple of frequently asked questions about that. No, you do not have to be in my downline to be a part of the push group. It is open to any coach. However, it is limited. Hi, Melinda. It is limited. Space is limited. So, let me know. I'll start inviting probably the first week of February. That'll be a good time. So I'll kind of start putting that post out there. And also, you are welcome to bring on any coaches that you ask to the opportunity. You're welcome to invite them to a push group. And I'll be talking a little bit more about that when we talk about onboarding coaches. So just kind of keep that in mind, especially as we're coming up in January and February. And, I hope all of you have been running accountability groups, and you're probably seeing people stand out in your groups right now that could be good coaching candidates. So just keep that in mind, that we will have that on February 13th, okay? And it is 21 days, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and get into tonight's topic, which is the top 10 frustrations of coaching, okay? And I also put down there that there are 10 steps to realizing that your frustrations are just excuses, okay? Guys, I don't know if any of you listened to the National Wake Up Call with Amy Silverman on Monday, but she had a very good point about that anytime she was kind of frustrated in the business, it was because it had to do with her. Okay, anytime that my business didn't move forward or I was frustrated with it had to do with me. Okay, it had to do with something that was going on with me. So, if anything kind of strikes a nerve with you tonight, I want you to really reevaluate if this is kind of an excuse that you're either telling somebody else or you're giving, maybe you're not verbalizing it, but it's in your head. Okay. Because I can tell you the kind of coaches that are successful in this business and the kind of coaches that are not successful. The successful ones are not going to complain, okay? The ones that kind of stay stagnant in their business are the ones that are going to complain. Now, those complainers may see the light and they may move forward, but the ones that are constantly moving forward are embracing their failures and they're, they're making changes. Okay. So that's what we have to do in this business. You're going to have times that you succeed and you're going to see a lot of things pouring in, and you're going to have times when you're feeling like you're a failure, and that's normal. Okay. But you just have to keep putting one foot in front of the other and doing the critical core activities every single day. Okay. So I'm going to go into one of the first excuses that I hear a lot. And one of them is I keep hearing no after no. Okay. Now I'm not really going to go in. My internet connection is unstable. Okay. Hopefully y'all can still see me. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can still see me. All right. Thank you, Melinda. Thank you. Is it Amy?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. But anyway, one of them is I keep hearing no after no. Okay. And the thing is that I'm not going to tell you that you should, if you hear no, then you're doing it right, or you should expect to hear no, because I think we all know those things, okay? And I think we just get down when we keep hearing no after no. And I want you to know that there is not one single coach that experiences frustration in that, okay? And, when you are getting frustrated with hearing no after no, I want you to ask yourself these questions. How much are you attached to the outcome? Okay? Because guys, let me tell you, all right? And those of you that are new know, I know a lot of us were at that point where we're crossing our fingers to get to emerald, okay? Or we're crossing our fingers to get to diamond. And we're like really hanging on that one person that we think could really rock this business, or that could really be a great coach, okay? And I want you to think of how sold you are on that, because I can tell you that one person can say yes today and no tomorrow, okay? Whereas another person can say yes today and no tomorrow, all right? Nothing is guaranteed until they sign up, okay? Nothing is guaranteed. But you have to understand that, guys. You have to understand that people are going to need a few exposures, okay? So you have to let go sometimes of that outcome. And I don't mean don't follow up, and I don't mean don't care, okay? I mean don't, I don't want to say don't get your hopes up, but let go. Just be okay with whatever they decide, okay? And are you too much of a perfectionist, okay? And I get this from a lot of people. They often feel choked up, especially when they're new, about asking to someone to a challenge group or asking them to the coaching opportunity or whatever, and they feel like they don't know what to tell them, okay? And guys, you've got to let go of that, of being a perfectionist, and understand that to learn along the way. Because when you're failing, you're learning, okay? So don't feel like you have to perfectly ask someone to do something, okay? So when you, like say you're asking someone to the coaching opportunity and they say no, okay? Sometimes it's not anything about you. Sometimes it's just not the right time for them, or maybe they haven't looked into it anymore. It's not anything that you did. Doesn't mean that they won't say yes later on. It just means that it's not right for them right now, okay? A no is a no, not right now. And are you thinking about quality over quantity? Okay, because people are going to tell you no, but sometimes there's a reason why they tell you no, and that's because they weren't meant for you. I mean, I've had several people that I've asked either to a challenge group or the coaching opportunity that it didn't turn out, and I was glad that it didn't turn out because they weren't a good fit for me. All right, or and sometimes I look at my challengers. I would rather have 5 challengers rocking in the group than about 20 that are just doing nothing, okay? So are you really focusing over the quality or the quantity, and knowing and trusting that, the people that stay with you are going to be the ones that are right for you? Because in the big scheme of things, guys, you only need 8 people in your entire life to hit diamond, okay? That's not a lot of people. So focus on quality over quantity. The other thing is, do you practice the process? Okay, and I mean the critical core activities rather than try to sell the product. All right, now think about that for a minute. Okay, what I mean is, are you expressing value to people? Okay, for your posts on social media, are you being patient? Because sometimes this business takes a lot of patience. And, like with selling Shakeology, or, I hate that word selling, but, when you're trying to get a customer on Shakeology, or you're trying to get them into a challenge group or to sign up as a coach, okay, you have to be patient sometimes and be slow with it, okay? And sometimes when we're so focused on getting that, those 2 Success Club points on selling that challenge pack, we lose sight of that. So make sure that you're practicing the process, okay, and going through and really being patient and sharing value instead of word vomiting, okay? And also, are you being empathetic, okay, and putting your prospects' needs first, all right? A lot of times we have something in our head that we kind of get ahead of our listening, okay? We have to listen. We have to listen to people's goals and what would be best for them. So always put their needs first. It's about them. It's not about us, okay? And I put down there, how many people are you really inviting and reaching out to? Now, I really want you to reevaluate this every month, okay? Because your list should be long of how many people you're asking, okay? You should have a tracking system and really look at that. Like this month, I had 5 people in my challenge group. You know what? If I got 2 Success Club points this month, how many Success Club points could I get with 10 people, with helping 10 people? Okay. And then gradually grow out. So start out small and make your list big. Okay. Because you are going to hear no a lot. All right. So another thing I hear is, I'm not like her. Okay. And I actually had this comment when I was about, I don't know, probably about 3 months into coaching. And somebody said, I'm not like you. Okay. I can't do videos. I can't post on social media. And my whole thing, I was kind of surprised because, guys, I'm not focused on other people. Right? Don't get me wrong. I see their stuff and everything. But as far as their business, I'm not fixated on other people. And, I think that's what happens is we get so fixated on what other people are doing, it affects our business, okay? You have to understand and learn that you're going to be accepting criticism, okay? Because when you're putting yourself out there, there are going to be people that unfollow you, you annoy, it's going to happen. You're going to get criticized, okay? But 9 times out of 10, it's just a fear, all right? You'll have about 9 people really like what you have to say, and that one person that doesn't. And that one person that doesn't, that's okay. All right, you have to be okay with that. Another thing is to do personal development, okay? And I put down here 3 books that are really good and that I recommend to new coaches. And You Are a Badass, 10X Rule, very good one by Grant Cardone, and The Compound Effect, okay? Like I said last week on the call, if you're not doing personal development, you will not make it in this business, okay? Because you have a lot of things to get past in this business, yourself, other criticism from other people. You need to be doing personal development. Educate yourself about the products in the business, okay? When I signed up for this business, I had no intentions of working this business, but I opened up my DVD kit and I felt something about it interests me. And that's how I am here today, okay? So make sure that you know what you're talking about, okay? That's the biggest thing. Because that's when people started coming to me, was when I knew, I was trying these products and I was using Shakeology and I was, having success with Core de Force, okay? If you don't feel very confident about that, educate yourself, and also about the business. And guys, I did a call last week on the compensation plan of this business. Make sure y'all listen to it, okay? So you can fully understand and explain to other people as you're onboarding new coaches, okay? Also, know that there's going to be skepticism, and that's why you need to know the compensation plan. That's why you need to know your products, okay? And know that what you're doing will not be for everyone, all right? And be okay with that, I look back at the compensation plan and say, you know what? I only need 8 people to be diamond. It's not a lot of people. Okay, 15, if I'm hitting 15 star, of course it takes more than that, but it's not a lot of people. So the few people are going to come with you, but not everybody is going to be on your bus, so to speak, okay? So don't take it personally if somebody says no at one time. It just means that it's not for them right now, okay? Or they don't have a good understanding. And sometimes your family is often the biggest critics. It says my internet connection is unstable. But anyway, I don't know why I'm saying that. But your family is often your biggest critics. And then when they hear it from somebody else, oh, that's what you do? But that's just the way it is, guys, okay? So don't take that skepticism personally, okay? All we can do is just educate ourselves and know what we're doing is right, all right? Another thing is 3. I can't motivate my team like you can. I can't motivate my challengers to get success like you can, okay? Now, first of all, I'm going to tell you that you cannot motivate anybody. It's not possible either to lose weight or to work their business. What you can do is you can find out their goals and meet them where they're at, all right? And I want you to ask yourself, and really, as far as I can't motivate myself, I see, as far as yourself, and if you don't feel motivated, I want you to ask yourself these things. Do you love and use the programs and products? Okay? Because if you don't have a strong passion, for these programs and products, you probably are not going to be able to share that value really well with someone else, okay? If you don't have a strong enough reason to use the programs and the products or to work the business, okay, you have to have a reason why. And sometimes that can be physical, to keep yourself accountable physically. Sometimes that can be to just, earn some extra income. But if I've said this before, guys, if you don't have that reason, and I don't know how many of you listened to Summer Tucker on New Coach Success today, but she said, what is your pain point? What is the one thing you hate? Because, if you haven't faced that yourself, guys, you're just going to be kind of meandering through this business. Okay, you have to have a deep gut reason. And do you love to share the products and the programs with others? And if you said yes to any of these questions, the am I really cut out for this business is just an excuse. Okay? So if you love the programs and the products, if you have a strong enough reason to want to make this business work, and if you love to share the programs and the products with others, then you definitely have a reason to be motivated. But if you don't have any of those things, then are you really cut out for this business, And a lot of times we ask ourselves this when we're feeling down about ourselves, okay? And I want you to think about those 3 things, all right? Number 4, others are moving up past me in the business, okay? So I'm hearing some background noise. Is everybody on mute? Yeah, you're on mute. Yeah. Okay, I think I figured out. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to mute. I'm hearing okay, there we go. All right, sorry. Okay, so others are moving past me in the business. I want you to think of, are you seeing what others are doing? Like, think of that one coach that you really love to follow. For me, it's Meg Wazinski. Okay, don't copy what they do because you're not them. All right, but see what they're doing. I implement a lot of Meg's tips in what I do. Okay, and so far it's affected my business in a really positive way because I think our personalities are so similar. All right, so don't be jealous. All right. Go and see what they're doing. Be confident in what you're doing and the critical core activities. And where's your focus? If you're so focused on, this person that's hitting emerald and this person that's hitting diamond and star diamond and so on, are you really focused on your own business? You need to be focused on your own business and choose who you're working with, okay? Really evaluate who you're working around. Are you working around complainers? Are you working around people who lift you up, okay? Look at your success partners. Look at your challengers. Look at your team members. Are they positive people? Because if they're not, then you may have to make a decision. If you have read The Energy Bus, you may have to make a decision if those are the people that are really going to benefit your business. And I've been in that spot before, okay? And I've had to kick people off my bus and I go on a different bus because I need to be focused on my business and what was best for my business, okay? So really look at who you're working with as well. All right. And there's a Beachbody coach at every corner. Now, this was an excuse that I heard, that was brought up on my team. It wasn't in this group. But honestly, this is a BS excuse, okay? Because, yes, there are a lot of Beachbody coaches out there. But if you are putting yourself out there, okay, and you are attracting people like you are getting interested in other people, okay, you're adding to your network, there's no reason why you too cannot be a successful Beachbody coach. All right. There are lots of coaches out there, but there's no need to be competitive, because what you may be good at, another person may not be good at. Okay. What another person may not be good at, you may not be good at. And don't try to copy what other coaches are doing, because sometimes, like Summer Tucker, she and I are like night and day. Okay. So what works for Summer Tucker will not work for my business. Okay. And that's okay. It doesn't make her a bad coach. It doesn't make me a bad coach. It makes, her a great coach, actually, obviously. But, it's just, we're different. Okay. So don't try to imitate what others are doing. Okay. Stay true to your own tribe. All right. And know your strengths and weaknesses, and try to stay out of unnecessary competitive atmospheres. Okay. And I'm talking about success partners, when you're pushing around, when you're around people that are just very competitive, sometimes that's, how you deal with your competitiveness. Sometimes that's not as good, and sometimes it is. Okay. So just think about, doing what's best for you. Okay. Now, number 6 is I am not at my ideal weight. I'm too young, too busy, too old, etc. All right. And guys, just because you're not your ideal weight, I'm not at mine right now. I'm 15 pounds away. I've actually gained some weight. You have to be okay with that imperfection. You have to embrace it, and you have to show others that you're on the journey with them. Okay. And put your all into using our programs and products, because guys, our social media is not attracted to perfection. Okay. You don't have to be this big, physically fit person to be successful in this business. And actually, when you see someone who's like showing off their really ripped 6-pack, you're inviting people that have really ripped 6-packs. Okay. Now, if you're a working woman like me that is a 9-to-5er and just wants, to be in the best shape possible and to be healthy and to look good in any outfit she has on, then you're going to attract people like that. Okay. So don't wait until you are just this physically fit person to go and put yourself out there. Okay. Really attract others and let them know you're on a journey. Another thing, number 7, is I'm not successful in the business or where I want to be. Guys, if I had waited till I was successful in the business, okay, I would not be where I am today. All right. We have to be educated about the business, products and compensation plan. And I have a video in there as well. But guys, this opportunity, this coaching opportunity, is for us to share. All right. It's not for us to decide for someone else, because that person who you share the coaching opportunity with could move past you. Okay. And it just happens. All right. So what one person decides to do with their business, another person could decide to do something totally different. So don't be afraid to share this opportunity just because you don't feel like you're at the right rank or ideal rank or making the ideal income. Okay. And get help when you need it. And don't claim to know all the answers. It's okay to say, you know what? I don't know the answer to that. All right. I can find out, but I'm learning as I go. I'm on a journey with you. Okay. It's okay to say that and have a game plan. And we're going to talk more about onboarding coaches. Not this call, but next. We're going to kind of break it up into 2 calls. But, have a game plan for your challenge groups. I put a challenge group curriculum in the files of our group, and it's all based on their goals. Okay. So what you're offering to them. Okay. So it gives you a little bit of peace of mind, but continue to learn and be okay with not really knowing where you're going sometimes, because that's what you're really doing. Sometimes you really don't know where you're going, and that's okay. All right. Our job is to share and to lead. Okay. Okay. This is my favorite one. I have a bad upline. All right. And I'm going to say my response to that. Your upline does not determine your success. All right. I want you to, if you don't take away anything from this call, I want you to remember this. Your upline does not determine your success. All right. This is an individual business. And at some point, you're going to kind of have to cut the cord from your upline if you really want to go up. Okay. And I mean, I'm talking about, some people, they follow their upline, they join their team, those first few months, and that's all fine and good. But at a certain point, if you want to hit diamond and star diamond and so on, you have to run your own accountability groups. You have to onboard your new coaches. You have to train your new coaches. You have to take the wheel at some point. Okay. Your upline cannot do that for you. They can give you the tools, but it's up to you to use them. Okay. Be willing to go out of your comfort zone. Guys, I can tell you, when I started this business, I did not know anything. All right. I had nothing. I had YouTube. And when I found out I was in Christine Dwyer's downline, she had her Platinum Presenters website that helped me a lot for a little while. But then I got to that point where I was breaking away and I needed to, go out and find other systems. All right. And then I got to the point where I was just repeating, because that's what we do. We find our way and we repeat. Okay. So you have to be willing to put in the time and the effort to step out of your comfort zone and learn those things. Okay. So no, it doesn't matter if you have a bad upline. Okay. And like I said, I do these push groups. So, if you want board new coaches, you have a place to bring them. All right. But the thing is that at some point you have to break away and accept accountability. Okay. And that's different for everybody. All right. Some people just want to be in the community, and that's totally fine. And some people want to have their own team. Okay. And the kind of coach you want to be is totally up to you. All right. The other thing is that 9, other people will rather do other things. And I'm talking about other MLMs, Thrive, It Works, you name it. Okay. And guys, are you sold into what you're doing? Okay. Because we got to know as a fact that what we're doing is the best way. Fitness, nutrition, accountability. Okay. Those are the 3 things that work for me. Anything else work temporarily. All right. And you've got to be so sold on that and firmly believe it and really be a product of the product to show people that this is the healthy way of life. Okay. So, and don't focus, guys, so hard on making a sale and being better than the other MLM. That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to show that we trust the process of the Beachbody products to help us reach success with our own health and fitness. Okay. And if you do that, guys, all these little bad things, it'll go past that. Okay. Because this is lifetime. It's unlike anything else. All right. So stay firmly to that belief and show others that belief. All right. And it's easy for him or her because she's a fitness instructor. She's a stay-at-home mom. She's, she knows a lot of people, and people throw up all these excuses. Okay. Guys, I could have thrown up so many excuses, and I did. All right. I'm not going to lie. But you have to know your own strengths. You have to know your own weaknesses, and you have to use them as a platform. I think Summer said that today as well. Okay. And you need to attract others with that platform. For me, 9-to-5ers. 9-to-5ers can be healthy and fit and sit at a desk all day. All right. It's my platform. Okay. You can be healthy and fit. If you're a stay-at-home mom, you can say stay-at-home moms can be busy, but be healthy and fit. All right. You have to be on a journey. Okay, guys, I started this journey at almost 200 pounds and now I'm 160 and I'm still showing people that it's possible. And that's what you have to do. You have to show them that it's possible. You don't have to be a fitness professional. You don't have to be that person that has all the time in the world. Okay. You have to be on a journey. All right. That's the only requirement. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing. I'm going to see everybody's lovely faces because I know everybody got on tonight. All right. So does anybody have any questions for me? No? Melinda? Okay, I have 11 things in the chat box. Let me see. I'm reading the compound effect now. Yeah, 10x rule is a good one, Melinda. I'm doing core de force and dislike it. You don't like the core de force? No? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, there's other things. We have other things.
I'm just not liking the long workout.
I know. It's hard. I'm in it too right now.
I got a week and a half left, so I'll be all right.
You'll make it.
Yeah.
Okay, Amy, my mom is my biggest problem. I have issues with posting things because I'm worried about what she'll say. Yeah. Also, Summer addressed that, Amy. Also, there are some things that we can't post. Just be yourself. And I know for me, I work in the corporate world. There are some things that I can't post about, and, just try to be as authentic as you can, and it's a journey. It's a journey, but we'll get there. Oh, okay. Y'all were talking back and forth. Never heard of Summer Tucker. You've never heard of Summer Tucker, Melinda? I'm surprised. Go follow her. She's very passionate.
How long has she been in with coaching or whatever?
I think 7 years is what she said. I ditched my upline. Beachbody has been around for over 10 years. Awesome, Jessica. Yep. At some point you got to write that letter to your upline, and and also, guys, critical core activities training is coming up on February 13th. I'll open that up, I think the first week of February, because right now I'm trying to get my own challenge groups finished, and I'm hoping to onboard at least one new coach, even though she might just be a discount coach. And we'll talk more about onboarding coaches in the next couple of weeks. Okay. So if y'all have any questions on that, let me know. And like I said, guys, just kind of, this is a process and we're all at different places. Okay. So just kind of be patient with your own journey. I'm telling that to my challengers right now. Just be patient with your own journey. Okay. So any progress is progress, whether you are hitting, whether you're inviting for the first time or whether you are hitting diamond. Okay. So, any other questions before we get off? Anybody? Thank you all for getting on. I think we had.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, I will see y'all later. Thank you all for getting on. If y'all have any questions, feel free to message me or anything. And I will see y'all later.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.